Dish, 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 dish. So I got this little headband for Todd. I was talking about it in yesterday's Poker School Online Sunday special. And here we go. That's the new Todd, Ninja Todd. Welcome to Grinding It Up episode number 70, guys. We have some special guests today. So, first of all, Ninja Todd, of course. He's not sitting behind me because he just wants to be kicking around doing his ninja tricks and riding on the back of my cat. Okay, I'll stop the nonsense right there. Right, cut. What have I been up to? I have been to Prague on Friday. It was an awesome party. And if you guys get the chance to ever go to a VIP Club live event, I will definitely strongly advise you to go there because it's just one hell of an event. It's just so much fun. I met some very, very nice people, some new people, some people that I already knew, some awesome people, very nice people. We had great conversations about a favorite topic about poker. I had a Grinding It Up subscriber come up to me and tell me he liked my videos, and that was really like that's awesome. Just enjoy that. And I would really like to get to know a lot of you guys. So whenever we get the chance, my next chance, I'll be on the next party. It's going to be Hamburg. So if you ever get the chance to go to Hamburg, it's in August. Check out the PokerStars page for details. Buy your ticket in the VIP store. It's just a couple of FPPs that you got to spend. And yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And Todd will be coming along for sure too. He's a supernova ninja donkey right now. That was my wristband that I had at the party. You supernovas get these wristbands, so that's really nice. Okay, so what else? I've been grinding it up again. And as we can see, my bankroll right now is at. So the cash game bankroll is pretty much at 2,261. It's not a peak. It's a little bit near to the next peak, hopefully. But I gotta show you something. I finished 189th in the Sunday Storm yesterday. So I was putting out that Facebook post. I was thinking about maybe it's a cool idea to be able to put in a little bit of a change to all that cash game grinding and throw in a couple of multi-table tournament Sundays, or maybe even some multi-table tournament periods where I'm playing some events from the Micro Millions, because the Micro Millions are coming up this week. 13th of March is it's time for the next Micro Millions event series, and Todd and me, we're excited. We're going to play as many events as we can. And I was putting out this Facebook post asking you guys what you would think of me adding in a couple of microstakes tournaments to the mix of me, just grinding cash games. It initially started out as a bankroll building challenge for cash games, but with the bankroll that we achieved right now, I think it's fine to just take a couple of shots and invest no more than about 1% of our bankroll, which is right now is about $22 to $25, to take a shot at some smaller stakes tournaments, and maybe we get some deep runs. I can do a couple of recordings from those. We can have tons of fun in Hangouts if I play an MTT. I could maybe even run a Sunday class like I did in the Sunday special yesterday. As long as there is no Sunday special on IntelliPoker or Poker School Online, because yesterday there was a Sunday special session where I pretty much streamed my entire grind for about 4 hours. So if you get the chance, register for Poker School Online, register for IntelliPoker, and make sure to visit the Sunday specials. Because I'll be grinding, and I can do some hangouts for that too. So that'll be a lot of fun, I guess. And even if I would manage to boost the bankroll by a significant amount, I would still stick to continuing this challenge. So no worries, guys. I'm not gonna stop doing these videos. Even if I do manage to bink one of those tournaments and maybe move up in the cash game ladder a little earlier than anticipated. Cat wants to play with Todd. Yeah, here you go. Don't kill him. Be gentle. No, we need him. We need him. Release him. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry guys, I had to stop right there because Todd and the cat were getting into an argument and they were fighting, and the cat left and she's upset now, and Todd is upset now, so we're not going to see him again this episode, I'm afraid. Yeah, they're little bitchy, whiny animals. They are. um, right, I got another wristband that I found from the party. So that was the wristband from the VIP Club Live party. That's the wristband that everybody gets. So yeah, you feel pretty important when you get that wristband. I'm going to put out a blog entry about the party if you're interested in that, and that's going to be on the PokerStars blog for sure. So I'll let you know on Facebook and Twitter. Right, so let's get back to our plans for the challenge. I actually came to realize that I shouldn't be calling it a challenge anymore. I was asking somebody at the party. Somebody at the party was asking me, "What are you playing?" And I'm like, "So right now I'm running a challenge, playing at 50 NL right now within that challenge." And he was like, "What challenge? How many hands? What is your goal? What's your time frame?" And so on. And I came to realize that maybe challenge is not the right word for my project, because it's more of a bankroll building project really than a challenge. Because if it were a challenge, I would like set myself a deadline, set myself like certain goals, certain hands, certain profits, and whatever. Well, it does. I mean, I have the goal of making 8K as a profit, but to be honest, I would even continue this project even if I reach the 8K, and I would take my first 500 NL shots and stuff like that. So I'll definitely continue on this, and it's a bankroll building project, so let's call it a bankroll building project, shall we? Right. Yeah. Within this bankroll building project, I want to be from now on taking shots at microstakes tournaments too. So I will be also recording some of those, and I will be putting some more stuff out there that not only the cash game players can relate to. So I hope that should be interesting, and it should be fun for me, because to be honest, for me personally, I like playing MTTs on Sundays. So I really enjoy playing a couple of smaller stakes tournaments, and where we don't really risk that much of the bankroll. In terms of bankroll management, I'm looking at risking no more than 1% during one particular MTT session. So that's no more than half a stack at 50 NL, which is kind of a 25 NL stack. So I think we're fine doing that. That's within our bankroll management guidelines, and it's going to be pretty conservative, and it should be good for our overall game and for overall bankroll building purposes. Right, so that was my Sunday Storm result yesterday. A little bit unlucky, where 2 times I got into nasty spots with jacks. Let me see if I can actually fire up the hands. But Boom Player wasn't working yesterday, so I can't really look at the hands right now. Well, yeah, I was a little bit unfortunate in 2 spots where I got it in with jacks as the better hands, once against ace-5 offsuit and once against nines and ace-queen, and they didn't hold both times, so that's where I got crippled pretty much, and then I was just a matter of time, and then I had to shove king-10 off on 6 bigs, and that was it. Alright, so we're gonna put in some MTTs into the mix. How did I manage to grind out of this little downer and start grinding it up again? Well, I'll tell you the secret. Here's the secret. I'm pretty sure some of you will. What's happening here? So I'm pretty sure some of you will notice I put a new layout on the on my tables, and this layout is resembling a typical table at the Bellagio, because I love playing at the Bellagio. It's one of my favorite poker rooms. It's like my living room when it comes to live poker cash games. And they have these new deep red felts, a little bit of a deep red or darker brown, whatever. And I managed to find, through Googling, I've managed to find these old Bellagio 2008 chips, and it's still the same chips that they're using. So compare this $1 chip here to a typical Bellagio chip. I guess I've been talking about this in some of the previous first episodes. Whenever I go through a downswing or a stretch that I don't really enjoy myself too much in when playing poker, that's how you could put it best, I guess. I just like to have a change of scenery, a change of curtains. So, I'm switching to another design. It's, well, it's not that I believe that it changes anything about my run. That would be pretty insane. But it does do a little bit of a psychological trick in my mind because once you're in a pretty awful rut when it comes to downswinging, when you're like, grinding it down pretty much and you just, you lose some stacks in some standard spots and then all of a sudden you find yourself making some costly mistakes too and you find your mindset going down and your motivation going down alongside. I just feel like when you get off from the tables and then you come back the next day and you just see the same old design and you say to yourself, well, next time I get this in that hand, it turned out really bad yesterday, so you're like really a little bit more frustrated, or you might be a little bit more, you might be in that kind of, oh yeah, it's not gonna work out anyways. I lost these hands yesterday, and it's the same thing again today, and that kind of mindset, and you kind of get rid of it because a fresh view, it rejuvenates your poker mentality. So I like to do that from time to time. And I found this old Bellagio design, and it just keeps reminding me of how cool grinding live poker at the Bellagio is. So I decided to put that on again. You can Google those chips, and it's a chip mod that's free on the internet. So you just have to Google Bellagio 2008 chips or something, and you'll find like this nice neat design which has these types of chips in them. So that should keep me motivated right now. And I'm also using the standard design, not the hyper simple cards anymore, because that fits the cards that they use at the Bellagio most, or that comes close to what they're using, like the typical American type small index cards. I love them. Love them. Got these World Series cards here. You can look at them. Like these are the cards that they're using over there, right? These are the American type cards, like with a small index, like the small queen and the small four. I know some people don't like it when they play live poker. They like to have like big indices, like these big numbers on them. But I like these cards. They're 2011 World Series of Poker cards. How awesome is that? All right, so kind of a fun episode today, I feel. Not too much content, not too much like cold hard content that you guys might want to see to improve your game with. Yeah, Zoom 50 NL, pretty decent, close to having won my first $1,000 at these stakes. So we're finally in the decent green at 50 NL, about $400 in the green, which is quite nice given that we went through such a rough stretch. Hope that's all over now. So yeah, I'm back to two tabling, sometimes three tabling Zoom. And I enjoy that a lot. And I'm sometimes starting at 25 NL and doing the doubling up and then moving to 50 NL once I doubled up. Sometimes when the tables at 50 NL are good, I just keep grinding 50 NL all the time. But especially when I play the early morning hours, the pools are not all that great, so I usually start out at 25 NL. I've also come to think of switching my grinding times. So I guess I gotta go from grinding more in the early morning hours to grinding more in the afternoon hours, to probably grinding like 1 to 2 hours at least early evening before my wife gets home, because when the wife is home, I want to be done. It's like I'm getting old, family man, What else? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Yes, I'm gonna get a new computer today. I'm gonna buy that and set it up and use it just for poker and producing videos. So expect that we get none of that freezing crap, freezing nonsense anymore. And I'm also gonna try and move in with a buddy of mine who set up a little bit of an outside office at his place. So we're gonna try and sit down together there, and maybe I find a new office, and maybe I find a new place for tots. So in the next videos, you might see me already sitting in with a new background, sitting somewhere else, not sitting here in my old office. Because I want to do, I have done this before, and I want to do this again. I want to kind of split my home from my poker. Because if I take my home worries, my poker worries, or my whatever keeps me busy playing poker, when I connect it to my own home, it's tough to get away from, kind of some negative thoughts, some rough stretches. You got this computer within reach, and you just want to get back grinding, and then maybe it's better to take a break, and you just can't get your head clear because you got it all there in that office room right next to you. So I kind of want to separate these two, and I think that's a decent idea. I've done this before with another buddy of mine, but unfortunately he quit poker, so I couldn't continue it. And there's this other buddy that's looking to do that with me again, and maybe I can introduce him in one of the upcoming episodes. Who knows if he's willing to? Yeah, right. So that's the news. It's kind of just an updating episode. Nothing too special. I know I haven't played much. I haven't given you too much strategy input either, but I still hope you enjoy it. Kind of more of a video blog approach. I'd say. I get Todd back, and he'll say bye together with me. So yeah, see you guys in episode 71. And in the meantime, keep grinding it up.